Okay, now power building week 5. Week 5, we're going to add into the Silam Tao. When you're doing the Qigong set, instead of just doing the post positions for 30 seconds each, I want you to extend the time for 45 seconds. Get a little deeper in making the Qigong a little bit more intense, spending a little more time in the horse stance. This should bring your horse stance up to just close to about 10 minutes. Okay, so we really want to focus on that. No additional changes, just the time from 30 to 45 seconds. But now I want to introduce the basics to the Dan Chi Sao. Grandmaster told me that for every hour in Chi Sao, when he was in Ipman school, a half hour was Dan Chi Sao. Also, I had asked him once we were together, I said, well, how do I train my Chi Sao when I'm alone? He said, exactly. You train your Chi Sao when you're alone. Be surprised how powerful the mind is when it comes to developing your sensitivity, training your reflexes in the proper positioning. So, when we do the Dan Chi Sao, the first rule we're going to work on is from the Fuk Sao. So we hold the Fuk Sao position. So count 1, you have the Fuk Sao. So 1, you're going to do a Jut Sao. So the Jut Sao, you can either pull it back and come forward, or if you want, whip the pinky up and push out. So from here you do the Jut Sao, followed by the straight punch. And from the straight punch back to the Fuk Sao. So you have 1, 2, 3. Once again, focus on the stance. Knees in, pelvis up, grab the ground with your toes. Form the fist nice and tight. When you go, now you're making it a little bit faster from the Jut Sao. You really have to have them develop well, go straight into the punch and fire. So the drill is done to a 3 count. So, Fuk Sao, punch, excuse me. From here, Jut Sao, punch, Fuk Sao. Jut Sao, punch, Fuk Sao. At the angle, from here, Jut Sao, punch, Fuk Sao. At the side, the Fuk Sao. Jut Sao, punch, Fuk Sao. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you set a timer for a minute and do this position for a minute. You do this pose a minute each hand. But repeating it for 3 minutes on each hand. So you do a minute, a minute, a minute, a minute. If you want, you can alternate with the next set. The next set is from the Tan Sao. So if we start in the Tan Sao position, we do a palm strike to a Bong Sao, back to a Tan Sao. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. To the side. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Side position from the Tan Sao. Palm strike, Bong Sao, Tan Sao. Palm strike, Bong Sao, Tan Sao. Palm strike, Bong Sao, Tan Sao. So you hold the stance. So if you do a minute from the Fuk Sao, then you do that on the other side for a minute to 2 minutes. Then a minute for the Tan Sao, each side will bring up to 4 minutes. And keep going back and forth. So you're going to do about 12 minutes. You'll find it really works the shoulders. It helps loosen them up and release this, especially when we're start working on more with the 2-arm Chi Sao and the Bong Sao, Lob Sao drills. You're going to need some endurance, and what this is going to do is also train some muscular endurance for you. So at a beginner's level, we're just doing a minute each hand back and forth. This is called the Dan Chi Sao, the single-arm Chi Sao. Okay, now we're going to go ahead in now kicking drill. So we've been training just the 4 kicks, the 4 directional kick, being the stomp kick, the side kick, and the round kick. This week now we're going to add in another kicking drill, and then you're going to do these on alternate days according to your sheets for your workout. This is the Bill Sao with the front kick from the side neutral. So my weight is 50-50 here with the Bill Sao in my guard position. You're going to do this 2 different ways. So when you begin, you're going to start breaking it down nice and simple. So I'm going to Bill Sao, I'm going to right side neutral, I'm going to shift my weight to the left foot, making the right leg nice and light. I'll bring my right foot in the center, my front kick, drop down, turn my foot, roll punch, back to guard, and then scoop. So you'll see we've done the scooping when it comes to the numeric punching. So again, shift the weight, Bill Sao, leg in the middle, front kick, drop down, and punch. Okay? At the side, from here again, shift the weight, my foot comes into the middle, my front kick, drop down, and punch. It's Bill Sao front kick. Bill Sao, front kick, and punch. At beginner level, you can keep everything here. Waist tight, nice and strong. You want to put a little emphasis into it. You can do them slow, do them fast, slow and soft, fast and soft, or fast and hard. So, From a side view, I shift away, Bill South, front kick, and roll punch. Shift away, Bill South, front kick, and roll punch. Get used to doing it this way to start. You might find after 1 or 2 sets you start to get comfortable. Now you want to make it one motion. So I want to Bill South and front kick, same time. So if somebody were throwing a round punch at me, I'd be able to interrupt him using Bill South and the front kick. So from here, Bill South front kick, roll punch. So it comes together. Bill South front kick, roll punch. So I do the transition, and then I Bill South and front kick together, followed by the roll punch. Okay, so now here at week 5, you should be pretty comfortable with the U drill. So as a quick review, from the guard stance, T-step, the front stance, exchange, side neutral, T-step, front stance, exchange, side neutral. I'm going to give you 3 today as an example. If you know any other techniques, those are a little bit more advanced and not starting this course from ground zero, you can use this with all of your blocks. So today we're going to use the Pak Sao, Bill Sao, and then a Pak Sao Gan Sao, and I'll explain the application. So on the left side neutral, if somebody would throw a straight punch at me, I step off the line and apply the Pak Sao. When I step up, and those of you who've been in class with me understand that anytime you do a Pak Sao, either above or below the hand, there's a target opening. So I step forward from here, and I do a punch, and I punch directly over my wrist. So either above or below the wrist is a target opening. If you want to go below, that's fine. I hold my guard, I do an exchange step, and I repeat on the other side. T Pak Sao, step up and punch. Guard, exchange, side neutral. T Pak Sao, step up, punch. Guard, exchange, side neutral. Now if you want to do it below, it's fine. T Pak Sao, step up, punch. Back to guard, exchange, side neutral. T Pak Sao, step up, punch. Back to guard, exchange, side neutral. That's the Pak Sao. So now let's do the Bill Sao. So we did something working to the outside of my opponent's punch. Let's say he throws a round punch. So the round punch is coming to my outside. I T, I Bill Sao, I step in and I punch. Guard, switch. T Bill Sao, step up and punch. Guard, switch. T Bill Sao, step up and punch. Guard, switch. Okay, last one. Let's say a front kick's coming straight up the line. Just for visualization's sake, here comes the kick. I step offline using a Pak Sao Gan Sao. I step forward, attack with a Pak Sao to my opponent's arm, and I punch. Guard, reset. T, Pak Sao Gan Sao. Step up, check the arm, punch, once again, punching over my wrist. Guard, reset. T, Pak Sao Gan Sao. Step up, Pak Sao punch. Guard, reset. T, Pak Sao Gan Sao. Step up, Pak Sao punch. Guard, reset. You can apply this to any of a number of all of your blocks. If you want to add kicks in, you can add kicks. It doesn't matter. Instead of punches, you can use palm strikes or biljees, those who've been advanced with me. So as you know from the Chum Kyu form, the T and the Bill Sao, from here you can throw a front kick followed by a side kick before you work your way in. So don't be limited by the 3 techniques we're doing today, but on the same hand, make sure you train your basics for good foundation. Don't be so in a rush to add more techniques, and the key here is the footwork, not the hand techniques. Okay, this week we're also going to add in the Gan Sao. Same thing, when you have one technique, you have 4. So from the side neutral, the Gan Sao off the lead arm. I do a release step, Gan Sao punch, and I'm going to follow up again with a second Gan Sao punch. Gan Sao punch, Gan Sao punch. So I step here, face my opponent. My block is in the middle. My punch is in line with the shoulder. Once I've blocked his arm, I come back down, I Gan Sao at his wrist, and step back outside. So off the other side, Gan Sao punch, Gan Sao punch, Gan Sao punch, Gan Sao punch. So you can also take it off a front stance. Gan Sao punch, Gan Sao punch. Taking it off the backhand, Gan Sao punch, Gan Sao punch. So now this week we're going to add the Gan Sao in. Once again, take any 3 each day, repeat them just to train it. Remember, it takes 1,000 repetitions to train it into the body so it becomes fluid. Okay, this next exercise is called the Iron Cross. It's really going to help us develop our back and shoulder muscles. Very helpful for field sal and bone sal. So it's going to help you for your fighting combinations, all right, and then in your chi sal to develop some muscular endurance. So you're going to start your feet and your back against the wall. Take one stride or 1 foot, come off the wall. So I come off the wall and I lean my back against the wall, so I'm almost at a, let's say, a 30-degree angle. My arms out to the side, fingertips and back of the palms against the wall. What I want to do is press my palms into the wall, bringing my back off the wall, and hold for a 2 count, and then drop in. Come out, 1, 2, and drop in. Come out, 1, 2, and drop in. 1, 2, and drop in. You want to do a total of 50 repetitions. You might have to do it in sets of 10. The best is to go straight through. Thank you. Okay, just at a different angle, because I know it's kind of hard to see this exercise from head on. So my back's against the wall. I take 1 step off the wall. Other foot goes parallel with it. My arms are against the back wall, and from here I press the back of my hands against the wall and come off the wall. Hold for a 2 count, and down. Off the wall, and down. Off the wall, 1, 2. Once you hit, come right back off the wall. Hit, come back off the wall. The further you come off the wall, the more intense the exercise begins. When you can do 100 off the wall non-stop with 2 strides, then we'll work to the ground.